What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Movement6, and before we start, as the growing habit, a huge thank you for all the subs in the last few days, in the last week. Thanks for all the discussions online and the reaching out to me. Thank you so much. If you're new here, please subscribe, drop a like, comments, turn on everything, notifications, so you don't miss a thing. Now, I've been really busy in the last few days, last week. Created a new album for techno with some massive tracks. Can't wait to share that with you guys. I've done a hip-hop track. I produced a hip-hop track for a close friend of mine in the Netherlands. He's kind of a big hip-hop guy here in the Netherlands, Baas Bay. And I created a live stream set for 50 Hertz, which is a big techno community in the Netherlands as well. So I'm really looking forward to share that with all of you guys. Now, in the last week, I also saw a lot of things passing by that Call of Duty is dying. Call of Duty is dying, skill-based matchmaking, the RAN, the quality, the annual release cycle, the microtransactions, horrible, everything is horrible, Call of Duty. And although I'm frequently to be found on that page, I was questioning, is there any logic behind this? You know, is there anything we can see in that realm that actually points out that Call of Duty is actually dying? And numbers don't lie. You know, I can base my reasoning on emotion, which is maybe a bit strange, but I'm a nostalgic motherfucker. I've seen Call of Duty, the first one that came out, so I'm still in the Modern Warfare, the Modern Warfare 2 days, the lobbies. Even Black Ops 1 had that as well, but I'm from the nostalgic days, you know. I'm an old geezer, so I miss my Call of Duty as it was. But I strongly think that there is a generation that I'm not seeing these people surrounding me. I'm not seeing people buying microtransactions in Call of Duty. For a matter of fact, I'm seeing a lot of people not buying Call of Duty in my environment. But is it then actually dying? Because yes, I hate the skill-based matchmaking. I hate the way this matchmaking is going in general. I hate the lack of content, the quality of the content, and especially the annual release cycle, making you go to the store and buy the same game over and over every year again. But let's check this out from an objective standpoint, because I also want to challenge myself. Is Call of Duty actually dying? Now, what I have here is a few tabs open just to inform myself on the sales, the microtransactions, the results of the company, Activision Blizzard. So I'm a capitalist pure sang, you know. If there's a need, people want to buy it, then by all means produce it, you know, whether I like it or not, or whether a large group of people don't like it. If there is a need, people want it, you produce it, and you make profit. That's how it works in this life. If we go back to 2004, where it basically started, we have 4.5 million units sold. That went up to 5.9 with Call of Duty 2, 7.2 million, 1.2 in US, the rest in Japan, and so 5.7 Call of Duty Warfare 4, 15.7, 22.7 for Modern Warfare 2. Then we hit 30 million again, 31 for Black Ops 2. Then we went down a bit, 28.8. And to be fair, Ghost wasn't really a good one. I did enjoy some of it, but okay, I can understand it. And then it went downhill a bit before picking up in World War II again. These were the days of the Advanced Warfare. They don't even have a number for this one. But these were the days where we have this wall running, jetpack flying bullshit that nobody was asking for in Activision chat. Here you go. And then after Call of Duty World War III, we went up again. I don't trust this figure, 3.5 million. I think that's digital sales for Call of Duty 4. And although Call of Duty 4 is considered one of the worst in the franchise, I don't trust this number. I think it's somewhere around these numbers as well. So it went up again, and Modern Warfare last year was 30 million sold. And if you're looking at the microtransactions, it runs in the 250 million each quarter of microtransactions. So you can put a cool 1.1, 1.2 billion on top of the copy sold, because these are copies. So 30 million times 60 plus the 1 billion. So I see an overall increase of units sold. Call of Duty in the UK alone, but this is quite trending for the rest of the world. In the first few week data from the UK, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, not as high as the 2019 sales, which is surprisingly not, well, it's not surprisingly that it happened with COVID and the pandemic. So we have a 39% increase over Modern Warfare's 2019 opening if we're looking at digital downloads. If we're looking at physical copies sold, 64%. Only from what Modern Warfare did. That's logical, I would say, because of the pandemic, the shops were closed, so people need to go to online retailers. And eventually this went 39% up, so that middles it out. So eventually we're having similar results for Black Ops Cold War in terms of sales if we're looking at Modern Warfare. Now, if we're looking at, for example, a Activision Blizzard microtransactions netted 1.2 billion in a quarter. And this is November 3rd, 2020 by Liana Rupert, who posted on this. So we went from 250 million from Black Ops 4. We went to 1.2 billion last quarter. That's for Activision Blizzard in total. You can cut out about 250 to 300 million if we're looking at the Call of Duty franchise. That's huge, that's huge. Now, I've also extracted some data from the annual reports, which can be found on the side of Activision investors, of course. And if we're looking at the overall net revenue in 2050, we were talking at 4.6 billion, then went up to 6.6, 7, 7.5. Of course, this is the total company, but nothing in this sheet or in this chart or in this whole environment of the financial results points out that there is a revenue problem. Now, if you want to advocate that Call of Duty is dying, you should be able to build that or back that up with figures. Eventually, if it's dying, then people are not buying it. But people are buying it by the millions, and people actually seems to like it and helped the company to a total of 7.5 billion in 2018. They had a drop in 2019, which was weird because that was when Call of Duty, I think, should investigate a bit more, but the overall stats and figures do not tell me that there is any underlying issue, because in a time that they had more revenue, the operating cash flow was down compared to 2019, which was up again. So overall, I am not really seeing any hints or clues that actually Call of Duty is dying. I don't think it's dying. I just think that the people who actually like the franchise now are not the people who were there when the franchise started. Eventually, there is a new generation that predominantly buy online, not buying in the store a lot, and eventually like the microtransactions in terms of battle passes and extra things you can buy, eventually helping Activision Blizzard microtransaction to oversee 1.2 billion in one quarter. One fucking quarter. That's over 5 billion in a freaking annual sales year. That's huge. If you cut that out from, let me see, where is it? Here is it. This is 2020, 1.2 in a quarter. 2020. Okay, so let's say that this is going to exceed 7.5 because the stats are not out yet. 2019 is the last one. So let's say that this is going to end up around 8. My guess is that the revenue is going to be around 8, from which 4 to 5 billion are going to be micro transactions. So they're advocating that Call of Duty is dying is based on emotion, and I'm one of them. If it was up to me, I would say stop Call of Duty annual release cycle, stop the microtransaction. Let's go back to a game and support it for more years to come. Eventually, yes, you can put a battle pass in there that makes sense, give some free content. Just look at, but no. Activision has a very solid reason to have a Call of Duty being released every year. Based on the figures, it sells. They sold 30 million in copies last year. Of course, you will have small dips. Of course, you will have years where you sell a bit less in terms of copies, a bit more in terms of microtransactions to level that out. And sometimes you hit the jackpot and you sell like hell, like we've seen with the 30 million copies here, 19, 22, 28, and even in 2011, peeps, 30 million copies. So, and this is just copies. We're excluding here microtransactions and all those reports. So it's not dying. And yes, I've got a huge amount of problems with Call of Duty right now, but I don't see a trend or a clue or a hint that Call of Duty is dying. I'm really anxious to hear from you guys. Is it dying from your emotion, or is it not there anymore? What do you think about Call of Duty and the state it is in right now? To an extent, I am enjoying Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Nuketown, Raid, some zombies, but to be honest, that's it. But really anxious to see what you guys have to tell me on this topic, guys. For now, this is it. I'll be back with you shortly with more gaming.